captain's pick.
All right, we are live. Welcome everyone to another round of HoNTour. This would be the fifth cycle, I believe. Yeah,
Third?
yeah. I just rechecked it.
Third round.
No, it's the fifth round. Fourth cycle. I mean,
No,
sorry.
fifth
Fourth.
cycle.
Fourth cycle.
But the fifth round. No, the third round.
No, the
Wait,
fourth round. I just checked it out. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot that we didn't cast the first day.
Yeah, we missed that out. So welcome everybody. Once again, we will be your casters. I'm Pyro Muffin, and joined by me will be James. Say hello to everyone, James.
Hi.
And
So
today,
let's look at the bands.
yeah. First and foremost, this will be a game of HoN between DE once again, the winners of the second round, I believe. Yeah, and they also tied up against Black Phoenix on the third round yesterday.
Oh, that one. Yeah, right.
And yeah, facing off against them will be D-Dog.
Not sure how D-Dog performed for the past few days. Let me check.
Yeah, we haven't been casting any of their games, if they've played any at all. And it seems like in the time span between now and a few months ago during HoNTour, the World Finals, they've obviously swapped up their roster a little bit. The two remaining members from the team, as far as I know, are Foam and IPX. Of course, Kanon Peng going over to Phoenix Mix, Black Phoenix Mix, who played yesterday. And interesting to see how this team will decide to play their games out and how well they'll be faring against a team as with as strong a showing as DE that we've seen in the past few days.
Wait a second. Do you notice that?
Notice what?
The bushwhack icon is changed.
Bushwhack. Oh yeah, look at that. So
I was like, wait, what?
yeah, they changed out the portrait of Bushwhack, so it became from more of a side profile to he just kind of tilted his head a little bit.
I was like, is that a new hero?
Yeah.
No, it's Bushwhack. I mean,
Silhouette.
this really looks so scary.
Yeah, the new portrait is terrifying. It's glaring into your soul. But unfortunately, a scary profile pic isn't enough to put him in the meta. I believe, yeah. Not right now, Bushwhack. I guess he still can call pretty quick, but it's not gonna work yet.
Yeah. Let's look at the band first. The Pongpang band Tundra. I mean, it's kind of. I think both team can play some Tundra. Like Shidowan can play decent Tundra, and I think it would fall into either Borat or middle number one for Tundra. And Clank is like normal ban. Everyone bans Tundra. And Fade, anyone can play Fade. It's basic ganker, and Adrenaline is kind of in the meta right now, so.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, speaking of metas, like Fade was a star, a huge one at that in the previous meta. We do see her getting banned out this round, and who banned her out? It was banned by the likes of DE. So, interesting choice here, looking at how Fade wasn't banned at all in the past few rounds. I believe not.
Damn.
So I think that DE might have some idea of how this team plays out. Maybe they've watched some of their matches, or it's more of the playstyle of like Foam and IPX. So Fate will be denied against D-Dog here.
I kind of think that the reason he banned out Fade because they want to pick Silhouette, and so it's gonna need to be in the jungle. And if they give out Fade, it's gonna be hard for them to farm in the jungle. And they got the first pick, so Geomancer is not gonna be the problem because they're gonna pick it anyway.
Right. Yeah. I mean, after banning out Fade, they take their own set of really aggressive, really heroes that really love to gank the enemy team across the map. You have Geomancer, you have Bensington, And of course, to top it all off, to keep them alive and healthy and to, you know, further the chase if need be, you have Monarch.
I think they wanna try their plan on the first game yesterday that they didn't quite succeed against. Wait, what did they play yesterday? Mixes? Yeah, mix.
Yeah.
They want to try that plan on D-Dog now, I think. Also, I just checked the stat, and D-Dog just went 1-on-1 yesterday, I think. Against, wait, who was it against?
Wait, D-Dog played a game yesterday?
Why is it weird? Yeah, D-Dog played yesterday as well.
Oh, was it a scrim?
Is it a scrim? Like, why didn't they name MX versus D-Dog, though? I mean, normally they don't do that.
Yeah, normally scrims just, you know, they just throw a random name in the you know, room title and you never know what it means.
Yeah.
But I mean, normally they don't put their team names, but it could be because I mean we casted the only official matches yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean let's just assume that that's a scrim. And so what was the result of this match?
If it was really a match, then they went 1-on-1 on mixes.
Like D-Dog versus mixes or DE versus mixes?
D-Dog versus mixes. They're scrim, I mean.
Right, so they've had a little bit of experience playing against mixes on their part as well.
Kind of think that they might be playing for real against Kaidi, and seems like they won 2-0 because Kaidi is kind of in the middle, not really that high ranked in the league.
Oh yeah, could have been one of the qualifiers.
It's a real game because Kaidi is in. Kaidi is in the.
Oh, they're already in.
Well,
Okay, I see. Yeah.
But I mean, they're ranking like kind of below. Jeez, we missed out so many bans.
Yeah, a bunch of picks and bans, but just yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about metas, look, man, Bombardier's right back here. So DE do get that bomb.
Kind of right here and there. It haven't got nerfed that much that it can fade away from the scene.
Yeah.
Andromeda. Wait,
Polywog.
it's a ban.
I mean, wow, we've seen quite a bit of Polywog these few games, haven't we?
Like, look at the lineup of the Hellborn. They want to just jump in and then just burst people down. Or take a couple of seconds, like, not more than 5 seconds to kill one target, at least. Because Pebbles plus Behe plus Polywog is like, boom, you're dead. And I think the reason Pangpang banned out Andromeda is that they want to burst down something like Forsaken Archer as well, and they don't want it to be helped by something like Andromeda or even Rhapsody.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Rhapsody was banned out as well. Was it by Legion?
Wait, the ban on Chronos is kind of weird because they already got Forsaken Archer.
Oh, okay.
That's a questionable ban.
That's at least a little bit strange. Yeah, I mean, we've not seen any Chronos, but you know.
I mean, it could be an offlane Chronos and use it as a teamfight counter.
Right. So I mean, it does make sense looking at how aggressive they still are. Geomancer, look at God KSSA straight up with that that boot on him, the Marchers. So perhaps looking to gank for Chitawan, and I mean,
maybe
this
not,
this setup works so well because. Wait, what?
I think they'll need the boots for about 10 seconds to run for extra.
Are they just doing that? Oh, they might be. Yeah, my bad.
You can just do
Completely
that.
forgot about that.
Because like Pangpang, he wouldn't just randomly go with boots as silhouette.
Oh, I mean not Pangpang, but
It's a nightmare.
I mean if
It's
it
gonna
were
be nightmare
if it were God KSSA, I could see it happening. You know.
Maybe
Yeah.
that could be. Oh, and Cersei. The Cersei and Forsaken Archer combo. Oh my god, I don't want to see
Oh
this.
lord, it's like Clanks 2.0. Jesus.
It's just like Cersei plus Clangs, Cersei plus Moon Queen.
And now Cersei plus Forsaken Archer. Oh, I mean, now that we have a bit of extra time during the pause, let's do the team callouts here. Playing on the Legion side for Team Demonize, that is DE, we have DD0G, otherwise known as Pang on carry, Silhouette. We have Leaf Monster on the support Monarch. Shidowan will be taking his middle Bombardier. God KSSA on that Geomancer. And on the Sir Bensington. These last two heroes. Probably gonna see a lot of action really early on.
And for Team D-Dog, or their full name, Team Snoop Dogg, we have 4ad as the Pebbles and the captain of the team. Middle number 1 as Sir C. Lees, or LYZ, depends on how you want to call him, on Behemoth. And Fafome on Polywog, and IPX on Forsaken Archer. There's nothing weird about the lineup, except that we haven't seen Behemoth in a while.
I mean, we saw him like one of the games like yesterday, right?
We do?
Yeah, I mean,
right.
he was going around blowing up one of the carries. Can't really remember who it was.
Just one game, right? I mean, for 2 days that we've cast, this was also one game, right?
Yeah.
It was? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we rarely see him. Guess the nerf finally hit him.
But I mean, you know, with a kit as, you know, effective as Behemoth's, I don't think that he'll ever really phase out of the meta, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't fade out, but
yeah.
I mean, he's kind of in the middle right now.
He's like one of the good old signature Hon heroes. Pebbles,
I mean,
Behemoth.
You got nothing to pick?
The old school ones, yeah.
Behemoth.
Yeah.
He's always useful. Oh, I'm lagging. Are you lagging?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a server lag going on. Oh, but straight up D-Ward by Leaf Monster here does manage to take out that ward that was put on the high ground there. So jungle.
The one in the middle of the jungle?
Yeah, so Legion will secure their own jungle. Oh, hey!
It just came back. It's Halloween now.
Isn't that a really old sound effect?
Yeah, they've been using it for a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've not heard that in a long ass time, so... Oh shit, that was kind of nostalgic.
Let's go to Congo. Mr. Frankenstein right here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Frankie.
Hey, everything's updated for Halloween graphics. Got the little ghosts around spawn as well. Yeah, they do.
Oh, Geomancer is gonna be setting Bombardier.
Right, and they're gonna have to be really careful here, because if Bombardier so chooses to you know, lay on the harass just a little bit more, Pebbles could easily find himself on the receiving end of a first blood here.
It's gonna be a tough time for Pebbles, I think, if she don't manage to keep his distance.
Yeah, and like with middle number 1 being Cersei, and Cersei being who she is, she can't really even begin to try to box either Geomancer or Bombardier out, you know. And look at that, look at the damage, exactly what I was talking about. Pebbles dropping so low, but a beautiful stun onto both Geo and Bombardier will keep him alive. He pots himself up, and he should be fine. That was pretty damn close for 4ad though.
Damn, 700 HP.
I mean, look at that. Yeah, no, like an additional bombardment from Bombardier took out like, you know, brought him back down to about slightly less than half health from like 75%. So, Jesus, that is a lot of damage these two have.
Now Monarch and Bensington is in the jungle. That's odd. They just straight up leave the top lane, and I mean, it's quite a meta right now that you leave the off lane like
completely empty.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's kind of weird that they just straight up go into the jungle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they had the idea. They had that idea, you know, like from the very beginning, because Bensington like went straight for that Iron Shield, no hesitation at all. Oh, Behe might find himself dead here. Stun from Bensington with a double damage. So much damage. One more right click with the enhanced attack from the Lancelot will do it. And first blood goes the way of D-Dog. Specifically kill credited to LYZ.
I think though there were some communications there going on, because Bensington just took the rune and then just hide like right behind the hit cliff, and then wait for Behe to come and then just sneak on him.
Right, yeah. basically
Because
knew where
they
BD was
saw-
coming from
They saw B.
completely.
Yeah, they saw B going for the rune.
Middle once again, they are laying the harass and they are laying it down hard onto Pebbles. Polly rotating onto the middle lane, hexes up Geomancer, tongue-tied as well. Right clicks from Cersei. Doesn't seem like there'll be enough, but it will.
It is.
Yeah, Geo didn't get to burrow his way out of that. Or rather, dig
Wait,
his
how
way out
long
of
was
that. I don't know.
Cersei's Q? Oh, 2 seconds.
It was just even at level
2
1.
seconds immobilized.
At level 1. Jeez. Okay, so basically the full motion of Stunlock there against Geomancer. Staggered very nicely here between those two heroes.
Because I think Polywalk just had nearly full duration before Bombardier comes and interrupt his channeling on the tongue tide.
Yeah.
He had about, I think, 80-90% of the channeling time done. So it doesn't matter that he got cancelled. Now Bensington's up to the top lane because IPX definitely feel that, oh, there's no one on top lane, I'm gonna push.
I mean, you know, either way, whether he was gonna go for the jungle or the top lane, I mean, the Iron Shield was a really smart buy. He's actually able to tank against the right clicks of Forsaken Asher pretty well, even when she has a refreshing ornament on her. Monarch Invest up, watching this camp being pulled here, but will not be able to accomplish anything much out of this. Does make Bensington feel a little bit better about his the safety of his lane, but otherwise, I mean, he's still gonna stay on this lane with the Monarch. And FA is about to hit her level 6, and she just does, so they're gonna have to be kind of careful here.
Kind of think that the main build, the starting item for Bensington just became...
Oh, they're going on to Forsaken Archer level 6, but it doesn't seem like she'll get her ulti off at all. Oh, in fact, she will strike that, hitting both Bensington and Geomancer, taking them down so low. But it might not be enough. Polly, one more right click, it will not kill him. An additional one is needed. Monarch and Bensington both chasing down Polywalk, and the Crippling Pollen will ensure that Bensington gets the kill. So a 2-for-1 trade on top. Very nicely done. Bihi trying to get the snipe onto Geomancer here. But Geo goes in for the ballsy play and she whiffs it! The kill will go the way of Behemoth here. Stomps onto Monarch, one more right click ought to do it as well. But Bihi's pretty damn low himself. Does have the health pot, pops it. Bensington just narrowly misses him with the joust. Meanwhile, Stomps, one more right click, but he will not be able to get to Monarch here, and he will be the one to fall. Does secure the kill onto Geomancer, but at what cost? Loses his life at the same time.
God guess they could have survived if he just ran away, but well, he chose to commit, which in return resulted in 1-for-1 instead of nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean that was so ballsy as well, because like the dig didn't hit Bihi and it didn't really matter at all. So even if he had dug away, they probably would have gotten the kill on Bihi. So perhaps a little bit of a miscalculation by God KSSA.
I don't think so because if he does a stun, then he would just back off right away, and he wouldn't take extra damage from the tower.
That is true as well. Oh, bottom middle number 1. Cersei actually hunted down by all 3 heroes on this bottom lane. Did they have a dust? No, but they did have an extra blue ward.
They have a ref ward.
Yeah. And meanwhile, while we were looking, setting our sights on top, we completely missed out the kill on middle. Seems like Bombardier Chidowan was able to. No, there was a kill on middle. Chidowan was able to chase down Pebbles. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Middle forward is finding a hard time with Chidowan, so he needs to do some double stack in the jungle. It's gonna be hard for D-Dog if their Pebble is not farm enough.
Yeah. Oh, entrapment onto Bensington with the crippling volley and the ult as well. But he's so tanky thanks to the likes of both the Steam Boost and the shield. He will survive, and all of that committed onto Bensington for nothing here. He gets away scot-free.
Warrior's gonna get caught by Polywalk here. Oh, some jukes.
But Polly does have the sticky bomb on his hit here, and he will fall. Nothing FA can do to help him out at all.
But they found a tri-stack that they had in jungle. I wonder if they're gonna do something about it. Leaf Monster is trying to board and see.
Seems like Chidawan will get punished for it. All the stuns, all the disables coming out. There's no way he's gonna survive that. And
Leaf Monster
manages to find his his way out of the jungle with a TP. Meanwhile, look at this ward here, middle number 1. So aggressive here in between the middle tier 1 and tier 2 towers. They want blood. Oh, Geomancer gets a dig away. Yeah. But he'd better just, you know, stay away from the lane here, because Pebbles could very well toss in Polly. But they did not try to go for
Not sure what route Pebble is gonna go. Like, either he's gonna go for Steam Boots and wait for it to be tanky enough to tank some damage and then wait for PK, or he's just gonna jump straight into PK, but he's gonna lack damage and tankiness. But I kind of do think that he needs to jump into PK straight away because he's not snowballing.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, meanwhile, Bombardier smoked out with the invisible Geomancer. They're gonna spot Forsaken Archer here, and indeed they will with the stun and the immobilize as well, and the ulti from Geo. That is a confirmed kill, going the way of Chidawan with that sticky bomb.
That E is so OP, man.
What a combo. They have so much lockdown here on the side of Legion.
I think their plan is being at work. Leaf Monster,
meanwhile, Leaf Monster, yeah. This is knocked right out. Jeez, full combo as well. So it seems like
got tossed.
It seems like Pebbles does want to go for, will indeed go for that straight up PK. It seems. Cersei trying to go for Geomancer, but he gets a dig out. Bessington jousts out the same direction, and they should be fine. They're already hitting kind of a scary mark here, like with you know, a 6.4k gold disparity favoring the side of Legion. Meanwhile, Pebbles gets comboed up by the likes of both Bombardier and Monarch. Bensington comes in to assist and will confirm that kill as well, going on to Behemoth. One more right click ought to do it, and he will get a double here. Polywalk Priest turning with a sticky bomb on his hit, doesn't even matter. Rest of the team is here to back him up. One more right click will do it. Bensington just might reach him, but he turns back for a second there, tries to go in for the joust. It was a half-hearted commitment and it just didn't work out. Sticky bomb on the hit of Cersei will not finish her off as well. Geomancer here does have the dig, does have all his skills ready, but will get bound up by both Forsaken Archer and Cersei here. Cersei still really low, still on the run. Geomancer just doesn't sense her right there. She is right out of his vision sense range, so she will be fine for now. Wait, nope, spoke too soon. Goes back right into the shot. The dig misses on her, but he will kill her off with the Earth's Grasp.
I kind of think that, yeah, they sent Cersei, and he thought that his team was going to get Cersei anyway, so he tried to turn on to Forsaken Archer and Polywalk instead, I think.
Yeah, but
Geomancer is gonna get caught off by Polywalk and Forsaken Archer again. No,
if he
they do have the high ground board.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them too. The blue ward does spot it out, but they don't have the actual vision to see it.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, look at the gold disparity. Like, they can take fights and they can take their time. Like, you know, even if DE starts losing some of these skirmishes, it doesn't even matter. Silhouette, Punk Pang's having the time of his life here. 625 GPM and counting here, pushing down that bottom wave. Already has had his outbones for a good minute or two, I believe. You know, with the Firebrand to top it off, so doing really well here. He's gonna be an absolute monster if Hellborn don't decide to do something about him eventually.
You know how in the Thaicasters usually count the GBM chart as the buildings?
Buildings? Oh, so like Silhouette's like living on the highest floor or something? Like,
yeah,
he has the highest block?
He's building in a condo right now or something like that.
So he's building a condo, and like everyone else, like the three supports on the side of D-Dog, they're living in slums. Oh, poor guys. Punk Pang, man, living the baller life.
but Forsaken is trying to catch up in terms of XP. I mean, both XP and gold, but it looks better on XP, but not so good on gold.
Oh, Heroes all smoked up here. They try to go for Forsaken Archer, for Pang Pang on that silhouette, excuse me. But a really smart move by Pang Pang. Immediately sends out his illusions to pop that smoke. Meanwhile, speaking of smoke, Bombardier going onto middle against Pebbles as well. Both ultis, both his and Geomancer's committed, and Pebbles will fall.
Wait, I just noticed that you can actually cast your ulti while you're burrowed in the ground as a Geomancer.
Oh, is that a new feature?
Yeah, I saw him that, well, he's not popped up and stunned Pebbles yet, but he just mobilized Pebbles with his ultimate right away.
Right.
That's kind of cool. Legion is taking more and more space into the Hellborn's jungle.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the wards and like they're so committed into trying to just like stifle any semblance of farm from the for this Hellborn side.
Pang Pang is gonna get his Geobane in any minute now.
Like the synergy of like team movements is just so well coordinated. You have Pang Pang here who's fully aware of enemy movements in his own jungle, and you have the rest of the team trying to take the enemy team, get their focus away from Silhouette and force them to be really wary of where they go themselves. Meanwhile, Pebbles still, yeah, and Pebbles still doesn't have his PK yet, just short of it, and as I say that, he just gets enough gold to buy it out. So he will have his PK and ramp. That will surely make the team fight a lot better for himself personally. I mean, he'll be able to jump in on those solo squishy targets in a chaotic skirmish and maybe try to burst them down, targets like Monarch before she can get her Chrysalis off, and like Bombardier. But actually, I don't think he can even burst Bombardier down anymore. I mean, look at him. He has a Glowstone and a Mighty Blade, so...
I think if this is true, then Demon Eyes might notice that Pebbles has PK right now, because when you order a PK from the shop...
Oh, Pebbles goes in on Geomancer. Well, they definitely know right about now. Geomancer gets his character stolen by Cersei, and he's going hard onto Bombardier. Bombardier has no real escape item here, so he has to be very careful. Geomancer not gonna fully commit, so it's gonna be okay for now.
I was gonna say that they might know that Pebbles has PK, but apparently they don't.
I mean, why would they know? They have no wards to spot it out.
No, because Geomancer was... yeah, right. They wouldn't have... Because I thought Geomancer saw Pebbles, like... I mean, if when you assign a PK, then it would have an effect of the recipe being like... right?
Oh no, like, only allies can see the recipe effect thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because even if he's able to see it, then he wouldn't see it because he would see Pebbles as a red dot.
Right, yeah.
It's buried in the ground. I forgot about that.
Forsaken Archer, IPX going for the recovery game here. Ancient stacked up and being farmed as we speak. Already has a Thunderclaw, a Firebrand, and a Mighty Blade on top of it. So, probably gonna be a PK here. That's way too much magic damage. I mean, BKB, excuse me. They try to go hard onto Forsaken, onto Silhouette. Why do I keep saying that? But it's just gonna be an illusion, yeah.
Oh, right now, middle number one is trying to find a farm as a support at least, because he's just copying illusions of Silhouette and just farm the jungle instead.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna work out really, really well for him. So strong. Oh, Geo. In a little bit of a dangerous spot here. But Leaf Monsters, Noxious Nightcrawler Ward will be able to spot out the Cersei illusion for him, so he is wary of where all these enemies are. In fact, he sees all four of them minus the Pebbles, so... Oh, Pebbles jumps right in on him, perhaps a little bit too ballsy, but Monarch here, Leaf Monster was on the sidelines, ulted from Bombardier, already has a Summon a Master synergized actually with Behe from the opposite team, so a little bit of a misplay. Geomancer here will kill off his clone, and Benzington jumps right onto the head of Pebbles. Forad will get blown up by that ulti from Benzington here. Beautifully placed ultis from both Chinawan and On.
KSSA is trying to find something else, but he's gonna miss for signature by just inches. No, not inches, but yeah, a bit. You know it.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate ult from Behemoth because he just blocked off his teammates from the side, allowed for Bombardier to get that ult off, and I mean, you know, either they run back in the direction of the ult and eat more bombs, or they run towards Geomancer and eat the crystal.
Kinda need to commend on Bihi though, because despite being so pressured against, he still have his PK by, well, somewhere 16-18 minutes. I didn't notice when he got it, but yeah, he's got it right now.
Yeah, I mean, a PK at 18-ish minutes as a position 4 really isn't bad at all. But
I mean, he got pressured so much as well.
Yeah, and but I mean, you know, we're yet to see how effective he'll be with that PK.
True, true. Did he have PK last fight?
I do not believe so.
Geomancer is not looking forward to a PK because he's just going Shedress and into a Barrier Idol, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna be plenty tanky. Benzington might get taken down here. Counter ult from Bombardier almost kills off IPX. Eats 1 or 2 extra bombs there, but she will be fine in the end.
Oh, Scylla with his Shrunken Head right now. It's gonna be so much easy for him to do fights right now. He's gonna take down the tier 2 tower and it's gonna leave the creep wave for Forsaken Archer right here, and he got his Geobane right now.
Right, yeah, every time we just take 1 or 2 minutes, you know, of focus on the other members of like either team, and Pang Pang just comes up with another major core item. He just farms like such a maniac, you just can't take your eyes off him for even a sec here.
It's just like, give me 2 kills and then I'll get everything myself.
Yeah, I mean, before you know it, he'll be buying Doombringers.
Oh! That would be interesting.
Yeah, and oh, look at Bombardier, Master's Legacy. And
Who did he give it to?
Benzington.
Wait, what? Why?
Wait, is there even a... Oh, right, the Lancelong. Yeah, no. The passive, so it makes Lancelong stronger? Wait, let me
I don't think so.
It does.
I think it's bugged. Oh, it does!
After attacking a attacker, 3 charges. Wait, I can't remember what they did. I know that they did
5 seconds cooldown.
Oh!
It increased 250 range of an attack and 5 seconds
Right,
cooldown.
passively 250. Look at that range! Whoa! Yeah,
Wait,
just
I didn't see that.
just take a second. Like, set your sights on O and you know, hold that thought. Teamfight coming down. Altered down on Geomancer, so Bihi will commit the shockwave, but it will guarantee them a kill. Once again, major lockdown here.
Wait, I'll try to.
But yeah, I mean, look at Benzington right now. He's going for the hard camp. Look at the attack range if he so chooses. Oh, he's going for middle, but yeah, look at that. He might as well be a range hero. Jesus.
That's like a Moon Queen, I think.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think it's a little bit farther than Moon Queen.
No. I don't think so. Wait, what?
I always thought that Moon Queen had like really like shitty at range.
Wait, maybe it is, cause it's more. It's 578. It's about a range hero. Jesus.
Yeah, pretty
even
much.
Longer than Silhouette, I think.
So right now he has the range of a range hero. His W is on a 5-second cooldown, and
well, yes.
And yeah, and Basher still works really well for him. But of course, like, we've not seen Basher picked up by any hero in a competitive game for a long time. I mean, it's just too weak, right?
I mean, people just look over it.
I mean, they're
It's still a good item.
Is it though? When you compare it against the likes of, you know, something like a Frostwolf Skull, Frostwolf's just gonna be a lot stronger, right?
If you're... Wait a second. My internet is lagging out. I mean, if you... What was I gonna say? I mean, if you're kinda as farmed as their Damned carry, and you have a Basher, then you have like quite a chance of locking them down. Because I mean, it depends on who can. Oh, I ran out of vocaps.
Isn't Frostwolf stronger on melee heroes as well?
I mean, yeah, you can slow, but you cannot sunlock him down. I mean, he can still do stuff. He can turn on you, turn back on you, but if you have a basher, then you can lock him down for 1.5 seconds, and 1.5 seconds that you can attack him freely is huge as a carry.
It is a long time, but like, I mean, compared to, you know, the utility that like Frostwolf Scout just gives you with the extra tankiness and all that, like, is Scout Basher even relevant anymore? Like, now that,
I mean,
you know,
if you're a madman,
it's kind of stayed the way it has
get a
been.
basher. I mean, you can get a basher as a madman.
You could, but honestly, even then, I don't know, because, you know, Madman, like, historically at least, you know, he used to like picking up hard a lot, and just now that you know, Frostwolf Scout is just better than hard as a general rule, you know, he just naturally can go Frostwolf and just be this tanky beast all across the map. I mean, you know, with the additional move speed from like Berserk, he doesn't even really need the stun lock.
Maybe not. Well, if he's against something like a Forsaken Archer, and well, he would need something more than a Berserk.
Perhaps a Bola, yeah.
Wait, Bowler doesn't do stuff. I mean, as if in catching up.
Oh no, but I mean like against. Oh, I thought you mean like just like purely matching up against an FA. Then a Bola would be great, you know.
Catching up. Yeah, Bola could do, but I don't think the pure hard carry would go Bola.
That's true. That's more of a position 3-4 item.
It could be an item for some mid heroes that got nothing to go to.
Yeah, potentially.
His supporters wouldn't be able to afford it. And why spike Bola when you can just have sheep?
Oh, that is a pretty good point. Sorry, that's why I was thinking Spike Bola for a carry, because, you know, still great stats. But, oh, they try to go for a push on the top here with the FA Illusions and the Voodoo Wards as well. So much damage onto that tower, already less than half health. But they will not be able to commit onto that push at all.
That's a huge range.
Yeah, no, I'm still amazed at that range.
On Wingbow, right?
No, come on, no way. He's still melee. No, imagine if he did. Yeah, no, imagine if he did. That'd be insane. I mean, look at that. Just take your eyes off Pang Pang for 2-3 minutes. He gets a Wingbow on top of the BKB we didn't mention, and he gets Kong as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of Wingbow, you can see Wingbow on Pang Pang right now.
Yeah, goddamn Pang Pang.
Well, FA just got a Geobane.
Oh, FA.
Not sure if that would be enough. That could be.
They have to be careful here. They're jumping off the Geomancer, but oh, teammates aren't close enough to help him out. Bombardier with the sticky bomb goes on to Cersei. They found the real one. They have an eye on Monarch as well, and they will be able to take her down without a doubt. Meanwhile, Pang Pang goes on to Bihi. LYZ will find himself without any help too. Right now, that gold disparity has increased to 17,700. Strike that nearly 18,000 and nearly 13,000 in terms of experience. So Hellborn have to be really careful with how they deal with these team fights. They have to focus down Silhouette, but even then she has a token. Pang Pang just an absolute unstoppable beast right now, and with 2 teammates down, Bihi being one of them, they can't really defend against her push on the Rex. And it will be a full lane of Rex on middle for Pang Pang. Immediately BKBs and just runs away with the Ghost Marchers as well, so damn. Pang Pang, like, this is the point where we see Pang Pang being the split push god. Like, if Hellborn so choose to take a fight outside of their base at all, or even inside of their base, let's be honest here, they take a fight at bottom, Pang Pang will just split push top. They take a fight at top, Pang Pang will split push bottom. There's just no stopping him at this point. Unless they get a lucky pick off on him, yeah.
I mean, even if they get a pick off right now, it wouldn't matter that much because
He's-
Pongpeng wouldn't die.
He still has a buyback, yeah. I mean, at the rate of his farm, he'll get a second as well.
He can get a buyback. He still has token, and he wouldn't die that easy.
Yeah, that's a really fresh token as well. So 2 minutes and 38 seconds on its duration. Oh, meanwhile, Chinawan trying to tangle with 4ad here. Pebbles will stun and combo him up, gives him enough time to PK away, but at a really short distance. Might have been a misclick here, but FA comes in onto Monarch. Monarch will have to cocoon herself really soon here, or maybe not. Oh, those were just the illusions. Cersei comes in and gets picked off by Benzington, who goes for an additional kill onto Fafom. Pebbles here dropping really low. Comboing Bombardier. One more right click ought to do it, and he actually outplays Chinawan. And by the looks of it, on as well.
By a bit.
Yeah, just by about half a second or something. But actually really nicely played by Forehead there to take out Chinawan essentially for free. Chinawan perhaps a little bit too greedy to try to, you know, fight against him that way. Pebbles going for the side combo on the Silhouette with Behemoth. She will fall, but Token will resurrect in about all of 2 seconds. Benzington takes down Pebbles and drops really low himself and will fall to the right clicks of Forsaken Archer. FA going to town now onto Chinawan, onto Pongpeng, excuse me. And they're still trying to chase him down, but it seems like he's much too fast. B stun will catch him, but the additional toss in by Pebbles. One more right click ought to do it. FA so close on a sliver of health. Pongpeng tries to TP out, but it might not be enough. Misses with the crippling volley. Forsaken Archer doesn't get the kill off onto Leaf Monster as well, excuse me. Well, damn. So Pongpeng manages to escape with his life, but only barely.
Kind of great job by Leaf Monster that he stunned FA before running away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Pongpeng would have died. I mean, both of them.
Perhaps a little bit of a miscalculation from IPX there, thinking that Pongpeng would continue to run out the other exit at the shop.
Yeah, true. But they need to calculate like for either one of them. Because they're smart enough that they wouldn't TP in the same position.
But that's what they want you to think. That's how they got out. Oh, meanwhile, Pebbles gets sniped up by Chinawan here. Revenge for that humiliating death early on near the ancient camp. So, well played by Chinawan there to time it that way. Brilliantly done. And Cersei continues to go on an illusion farm rampage in the Legion jungle. Meanwhile, Forsaken Archer gets caught out here, doesn't have enough time to put out that BKB at all. One more right click ought to do it, and Bennington will finish him off. Bombardier drops really low, almost dies himself, but he doesn't, and they do secure that kill onto Forsaken Archer. Meanwhile, Cersei now on the run. Geo going really aggressive. The right click, look at that range!
Look at that range!
Bennington nukes her like, what, 900 units away? That was insane.
Wait, let me check.
Yeah, just calculate the fool.
You'll get 100 extra. You'll get 100 extra range, and he has about 600, so he has about 700 range.
Jesus. And yeah,
GG.
naturally Hellborn calls GG. Demonize just come in and they come in swinging here. No let up at all from the likes of Pongpeng. 806 GPM, just like what we're used to seeing from this prolific carry player.
So he only met heroes 3 times.
Yeah, pretty much.
He just talked and has a conversation with the creep all the game.
That's classic Pongpeng for you.
Yep. I mean, IPX tried, he's tried, but well, that's not enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's still kind of hard to face off against a silhouette that's already that fat. I mean, look at him. Like, IPX goes for a wing bow of his own, but in that same window of times, Pongpeng already manages to pick up a Savage Mace, so yeah, he's just always one step ahead of IPX in terms of farm.
My sound is quite bugged right now.
Sorry, what?
Why, but,
Oh, your connection's like really bad, dude. I can't make out anything you're saying.
I can't hear you. I can't hear that much.
I'm sorry?
I mean, I think I'm not sure why, but I think it might be the internet that...
Oh, there you go. No, it's a lot better now, yeah.
The sound was bugged. I think because I was trying to look up the comments on the stream. And maybe somehow, somewhat, some people might be snatching my internet.
Oh, what? Like neighbors or something? Like tapping into your Wi-Fi?
No, I'm living in a dorm right now.
Oh, I see, I see.
And the password for the Wi-Fi for each room are
Legion
basically the
wins.
same.
Well, that's
No reason.
that's not.
Weird reason. For some reason.
No, that's it's not the smartest of designs. Well,
I'm gonna go talk to. Oh, game 2 right now. I'm gonna go talk to the dorm manager and ask for extra speed. And if I ask for that, I need to change my password. They
right,
can't have
yeah.
the same password. No.
All right. Well, James goes
'Cause if
on to
I'm
do
gonna
that. But yeah,
Because if I'm gonna be the one streaming instead of you, if you're not available, then I need to do that.
that is a good point. Alright, you go ahead and fix your internet up, buddy. I'll just sit in the room and chill out. Yeah, actually, we're just gonna go for a little bit of a break here while the players from both teams load in. The series is now 1-0 in favor of Demon Eyes here. And of course, they will be swapping sides with D-Dog now on Legion and Demon Eyes on Hellborn. Stay tuned for Game 2.
Woohoo! I didn't even notice that Bensington is having a staff right now. Where did they put it though?
Bensington?
Yeah, Bensington staff.
I think it was about like maybe 2 or 3 patches ago, yeah.
No, it's recent patch.
Wait, the latest one?
Yes.
I don't think so. Wait. Oh,
It
it might
is.
be, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're probably
It
right.
is.
Alright, so, damn.
Not sure why it's not banned though.
It's pretty damn
It's a new
strong,
thing.
I mean, look at that, yeah.
It's a new thing. I mean, it's a staff. It's hard to get, but I mean, it's still a new thing. Not sure why it didn't get banned.
Maybe they just didn't really consider it before.
Could be.
But I will be right back
Ah.
here.
They nerfed Ophelia now. It's back to the same Ophelia right now. Like no more 4 creeps for you. You notice that? Muffin? Muffin? Hello? Three, two, one.
Captain's pick.
Alright, here's game number 2.
Right, let's just jump right into it. So, D-Dog having suffered a loss at the hands of DE, and you know, against great synergistic play from both ON and you know, Chinawan, and of course the hard carrying of Pangpeng. Yeah, we'll see how they adapt to, you know, their loss here. Adrenaline will be the first ban coming out from D-Dog. Of course, that is just
Seems like they're so afraid of adrenaline. Like both Shidawan and Pongpang can play amazing adrenaline. Clangs and Geomancer is gonna get right off the bat.
yeah,
I mean, I think they suffered enough from Geomancer last game.
and
Clangs just everyone is gonna ban Clangs.
yeah,
I think it's an agreement that if you're on Hellborn,
you ban Clanks.
you need to ban Clangs on your first turn.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, it's no, because they don't get first
I mean,
pick.
it's a fix, I think.
Right,
fix.
right now it's like a toss up.
Yeah,
it's like a toss up between Clank, Silhouette, and FA, as we've seen.
No, I mean, if you don't ban Clanks as Hellborn, you'll just give it away for the Legion, right?
Yeah. I mean, like you know, like between Clank's FA and Silhouette, it's like, you know,
I don't think
either one of the
gonna get
three.
banned.
Oh, they want to secure Pebbles.
Both FA and Solo is not gonna get banned anywhere anytime soon. Like Clank's just too OP at Flash Farmer, but you can handle Forsaken just like last game. But the first, I'm not sure if they're gonna put Pebbles on 4-ad or middle number 1 though.
Oh, Shadow pick Salomon. It's gonna be so funny if they actually pick Salomon. I mean,
It's true. I want to say that.
It's so Punk style.
It's even faster than Clanks.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It's even faster than Clanks. If you manage it well enough.
Yeah. But I mean, he's
faster than Clanks.
He's probably still much too weak in a team fight, yeah. Unless they do, you know, like pick him up just so that he can be like a Master's Legacy factory for his team. But Bensington instead will be the first pickup here. Seems like
he can just flash farm and then be a frontliner and just doesn't die for the team because your ult is pretty strong as a Salmon. I mean, you look at that, the health regeneration per second, 50, 75, 100.
No, it's absolutely insane. Yeah, to have 50 regen at level 6.
100 regen level 16, you can tank a Pyro stun in 3 seconds.
Yep. And
not stun because the stun got nerfed. In 2 seconds.
Lord Selforus.
Lord Selforus. That's interesting. I mean, it's not as a counter as anything because they haven't picked a carry.
But I mean, it seems like they're trying to secure their teamfight more, which I do like, because they did pretty much lose off of the basis of, you know, a bunch of good teamfights from DE that previous game.
Yeah, true.
Silhouette.
Oh, they're so ballsy with that silhouette again. The next ban wave, it's gonna be on Bubbles. Oh, they banned Monarch as well.
They're so confident that they'll be able to get Silhouette off, and I mean, I think fair game to them. They have reason to be confident here. With both Polywalk and Bensington already secured, that's a lot of pressure on the map, you know.
Yep. Wait, Wildsol by by Pangpeng, because IPX plays amazing Wildsol.
Ah, yes. And Bubble is banned out as well, so
Yeah, because Bubble is pretty OP. If you wanna pick a carry that needs a shrunken head, then you wouldn't want a Bubbles to stay around, right?
yeah, but we shall see what carry they want to go for. I mean, Bubbles against the DE lineup. I mean, he fares decently, but yeah, Silhouette can always swap out. Yeah.
Bensington has to stun, and then Silhouette swapping out.
And yeah, I mean that's fine and all, but yeah, I mean I can kind of see why now. Bensington's the only one really affected by a kelp field. Both Poly and Silhouette don't really care. Poly just kind of wants to stand his ground.
Silhouette does care if he I mean, he goes shrunken, yes, but if Bubbles goes staff, then he would find it hard because Silhouette needs to run around to hit people.
But I mean, with the way, you know, Pang Pang plays his silhouette, I don't think it matters all that much. He's just always gonna have one of his illusions, some obscure place near the base that he's gonna swap out to.
Should be. More bans on Behemoth. And Oogie. Wait, who banned Oogie? Pang Pang, yeah, right. Because I think if they pick Sulfuras,
Andromeda.
then it might make sense that they want to pick Oogie.
Yeah.
Because Sulfuras just straight up counter to Oogie. Oh, look at that double right click Andro. I mean, give us our Andro. Oh, Kronos got banned.
Prophet.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Prophet.
Prophet's new. It's kind of OP though. Back when it got buffed, it was so OP that it needed like a urgent nerf. Not that urgent, but the patch right next after it.
Right. Yeah, but it really isn't something that you usually see, especially at a high tier game.
Because you give 4 hits to your carry.
All right. Yeah, with the 150 attack speed buff.
Effective
Jesus.
for Bensington as well.
Yeah, it makes it so easy for Bensington to burst down anyone, you know, as if it wasn't easy enough already.
Because he needs 3 charges on W to be effective. And it would be much easier.
Right, yeah, that's combo really, really well. Jeez, never even considered
IPX
that.
might just go for a bushwhack.
You think so?
Wait, is it buffed or something? Why did they change the icon?
No. I think they just changed as a quality of life thing.
That's just sinister. Mage!
Oh! Okay. Well, speaking of out of the meta, Mage Bane. I mean, he's one of those stock heroes that we were talking about, you know, the old but gold never say die heroes, but I mean, Mage Bane was one of those classic heroes that actually got knocked down a peg because of how weak his ulti became after the nerf.
Yep.
I mean, you know, all his other skills became like just intrinsically better because, you know, Flash has like max range now. It's a cooldown thing, right? Or
I mean, I think one of the reasons that it faded out of the scene is that Flash doesn't give armor and you need to level up yourself. I mean, it's good in a way, but it's kind of not that good in a way as well. Because you need to waste your points on dispel instead of getting it to stats. Because people tend to skip E and then go for stats, right?
Right, yeah. I still feel like it makes him better. You know, it makes him better early game because like the magic armor might come into play much earlier if you choose to like just keep a single level of flash or something. But yeah, I mean overall, just the fact that Mana Rift doesn't deal AOE damage anymore. It's just so weak in a team fight, you know. I mean, okay, it's great for picking off a single hero, but that's still nothing compared to the old utility of being able to like burst down 2 or 3 heroes with just a single ult.
If they clump up, then it would be easy for Mage Bane to get assists if his team can manage to kill all of them that is affected by his Mana Rift.
Yeah, like RIP top plays.
Like not really top play that you kill them all, but I mean if you gets a bit of damage into them, then you can get assists as a Mage Bane. So it would be worth your time. That you can kill this guy and put some damage on others. You can get credits for 1 kill and 4 assists, and you can earn gold that way, and it will be worth your time. But right now you can just do something on one guy,
Right,
and you need to hit every single other 4 targets in order to get assists. It's gonna be kind of waste of time to just go, not waste, but I mean it's not worth it.
Right, yeah. Speaking of not worth it, one thing I never really got with Mage Bane was like why they even bother at all with the increasing that mini stun 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 seconds of a mini stun onto the target. I mean, the point of for the sake of it, I guess the point of a mini stun is for it to be a mini stun, as long as it's within the range of 0.1 seconds to 0.4 seconds. It just doesn't really matter. Like half a second is when you start considering it as something important, as like maybe it doesn't feel like that much of a mini sun anymore. But like, you know, from 0.1 to 0.3, I mean, the only purpose is really to, you know, cancel channel.
I mean, it doesn't matter, they just put it there and too lazy to remove it, I guess?
I guess, yeah, but right now it's kind of an eyesore for me personally. Yeah, it kind of ticks me off.
Now, let's see. The Legion could take a couple of staff of the Master. Oh, you're right. I think one of the idea to make Mage Bane great again is to add staff.
What,
That could
like
be, right?
staff so that he'll get his old ult back?
No, I mean anything, but look at Dampier. He was
Right.
never in the scene ever. But when you put
Until
him,
staff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was in for a teeny tiny amount, about 5% of the game.
He still kind of fell out, but I mean, the fact that staff was strong enough to even put him back on the scene again is still quite something, you know.
Yeah, if you can put staff on Mage Bane, then that might be worth it.
Maybe
for
give him the
pick.
same OP-ness as anti-mage. No, that's extremely broken. The you know.
I'm not sure how animate work right now because I haven't followed Dodo that much.
Oh, like you know, Staff of the Master gives him Nullstone and Lotus Orb, so he reflects a spell and blocks it from himself every like 12 seconds. Passively.
Nuts.
That is absolutely insane. Yeah.
Love how Dota everything is OP.
I mean, when everything's
On
OP,
everything is
nothing's
so-
OP, right?
Everything is so unbalanced. I mean,
Yep.
in Han, everything is not OP at all, and some are OP, so they're considered OP. But in Dota, everything is OP, so nothing's OP.
Yeah.
Transitive.
I mean,
Wait, what is it? Precision.
there are some heroes that could use some better balance. Yeah. Looking at you,
Transitive
Clanks.
property. Oh, Clanks.
Freaking Clanks, man. Remember when Clanks got first introduced into the game? He was kind of niche, you know. He was in fact really niche as a carry. Like you rarely see him get picked at all.
I mean, the reason that people doesn't know how to play it properly enough back then, because well,
Yep.
he can flash farm any time.
Perhaps it did take a while, yeah, for people to
It did
start
take a
getting used
while
to
for
him.
people to start realizing, but it's still weird that how people doesn't realize it fast enough. It's gonna be 1v1 matchup on mid lane, Kraken versus Pebbles.
Strength versus strength. Pebbles will have the disadvantage here. Kraken will have that additional splash kill, so it's gonna hurt quite a bit here if Pebbles gets too close to the creep wave.
Love how Shiron plays with his auto attack.
Yeah, he just kind of like fakes it a lot.
Yeah. There's gonna be some intense thing going on the bottom lane. Thailand versus
A
Thailand.
little bit of an extra harass there, yeah. But Polywalk, Priest, Shoutcasters being so patient here by the sidelines. And they're trying to go on Mage Bane, but he does have the flash. But I mean, with the cast time, I'm pretty sure Bensington can get to him first. So he's gonna have to be really careful here of how he positions himself on the lane.
Now he's gonna mess with Bull.
And Cersei stacking up the camp, but does not have any, you know, any deceive to like, you know, make sure that she can stay alive. So she has to be careful as well. All three of their heroes here, all of them level 2 as well. So lots and lots of disable coming up from Polly. Bensington will start to pile on the damage here. Hasn't taken a second level in any of his skills yet. But Prophet is ready as well. They're jumping onto Mage Bane. It might not be enough with the additional stun, but it should be. And Bensington gets the first blood.
There's been two things going on in the same screen, on the same map. Oh my god, I can't handle. I mean, on top lane, Stelforest tried to harass Zilla and he potentially could have killed him, but he didn't choose to
Yeah,
power dive, so
I just
Pogman killed up.
came to see her like pot up in time, but that's all I saw.
Oh. So it was Mage Bane who got picked out.
Yeah. Oh, Polly
That
gets
put
a
him a lot
haste rune off his
at
phone.
disadvantage.
Oh, Pebbles has to be careful here. He should know that Polly has a haste rune, but he's just standing there, not really doing anything. Kraken doesn't have the high ground vision just yet, but Pebbles has reviewed himself, but Polly will go back to bottom lane. Cersei should be aware of the haste. She definitely will be now. They jump onto Andromeda here, and there's just no getting out of it for her. No stuns to prevent Polly from channeling his tongue-tied. And that will be a second kill going the way of the Hellborn bot lane. This time for to the credit of Leaf Monster.
Quite a fair matchup on the top lane. Just the forest being there is kind of making it hard for Scylla to farm.
Yeah, I'll say. But Pongpeng seems to be managing just fine by himself there. Meanwhile, on bottom, just DE doing DE things, so much aggression, and it's really paying off for them here. Going for every pull camp, and there's just nothing much that the Legion side can do to try to contest it from them. I mean, look at them, you know, Andro just gets out of position a little bit, and she's gonna get picked off, like, right there and then. Just, like, you can't challenge the presence of these three heroes. Yeah, it's such an effective tri-lane. They just go straight for the creeps, you try to contest, you just put yourself out of position just a little bit, and they will grab for whatever opportunity they find. So I really like the way they're playing their draft for both the previous game and this game here.
In the middle lane, I think Kraken's doing a bit better.
Let's see, Kraken is 31-2 to Pebbles' 26-2, so yeah, he is doing mildly better than Pebbles here.
Now the Suffer is on a mage bane, and both Cersei and
middle, Leaf Monster might get caught out. Pebbles coming to assist as well, and he will be a very dead duck. So the first return kill, of course, you know, Leaf Monster perhaps being a little bit too aggressive for once. Not respecting the fact that the other supports were missing from bottom as well. Kraken is released on the middle lane. Chidowan going for Pebbles, tries to get the charge, but will not be able to catch him. Unfortunately, right off target there. And meanwhile, Sulfuras on top lane actually gets taken out by the likes of both Silhouette and the rotating God KSSA Polywalk Priest.
That's gonna put Pongpeng back in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're D-Dog, you really don't want Pongpeng back in the game.
Razor leaps.
Basington here, not one to hide his presence.
Condos again.
Oh yeah, it's already happening. Look at the top three players. Jeez. Now once again, they go onto IPX.
Get picked off. He's just too squishy without any points in E.
Yeah, it's strange though. He didn't go.
He doesn't
after dying already, like, you know, like once before, and seeing how aggressive they are, they still don't. He still doesn't pump any points into Master of the Mantra at all. So he's extremely squishy, and I mean, to boot, look at him, getting 3 points in Mana Combustion, no points in E, and you know, certainly no points in stats either. So, I mean,
yeah,
what is IPX thinking here? He's not respecting their presence on this lane.
I think it's quite different from how Pongpeng plays it. I mean, this is the build you want to go for normal.
Oh, Polywalk finishing out the Pebbles with the release Kraken as well. No stun, but only immobilized from the ult now, as we know. Bensington unable to fall out with the extra damage. Goes in on the Pebbles, but will fall as a result. 2 for Foam with the Undying on his head. Kraken and Prophet should be able to disengage here, and it seems like there will be no further fighting. Maybe Andro for Foam on the sidelines might try to go in onto Kraken, but it doesn't seem like he is willing to.
Yeah, but back to the point that it's kind of different. If it was Pongpeng on Mage Bane, he would have just leave Q on level 2 and just max stats. Or if he needs the E, he would just go E and then stats.
I mean, if it was Pongpeng on Mage Bane, he'd probably just find a way to just jungle purely after the lane.
Could be, but I mean, he could go jungle right now, but I mean, the lane is pushed off every now and then, so he.
Oh man, IPX. He's gonna fall again. Hex from Polly just in time. Oh, perhaps not. He gets the flash out in the nick of time. Prophet though coming in to help out. Cersei will get spotted out here. Polywalk does not have any more CC for her just yet. 1 second until the Hex. Magebane IPX still sitting around the corners here. Wants to try to get that ult off, and he will get the kill credit, so they know he's inside. But he does get the blink out in time. Bensington doesn't try to move towards where he would blink. So unfortunately, you know, the overcommitment and like the split focus onto both Cersei and Magebane lands Magebane a kill.
I don't think that they do care that much. I mean, they should care. They could care, but I mean, Magebane right now is 300 GPM, and Pebble is right now is engaged on the middle lane. It's gonna fall off.
But I can kind of see. I just remembered like why you know like the trade-off for like nerfing the AOE aspect of the ult. Like, I mean, look at it now. It's 90% missing mana at level 1, so it's a lot stronger than it used to be. It was like 65 before, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it used to be to burst down the carries.
Yeah.
I mean, the single target that you really want to burst down, that you can't really auto attack. Oh, Kraken with his PK now.
Yeah, already has it, yeah.
9 minutes. And the Hellborn is gonna snatch Legion's ancient creep.
Razor leaves.
Whoa.
Silhouette has to be very careful here with no help, yeah. But he will be fine. Nothing in range to catch him, and they will trade away the life of God Kisses A to ensure that Pang Pang lives. A worthy trade.
Well, at least they got the Red Dragon.
Yeah.
They should be satisfied.
Look at that condo that we were talking about. Silhouette, 575 GPM. Hit and shoulders above any hero, in fact, from the Legion side. D-Dog have a lot of catching up to do.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, Chidawan tries to go for LYZ on middle lane, but no teammate there to provide vision or additional CC. Prophet
Well,
just being a
Pang Pang
bit too far.
Being the one that creates the new meta for Sealer right now, like, no Stone Sealer is being there for ages, but he just skipped it.
Yeah, like no one gets Nelson on Silhouette anymore, and oh, there we go, Pang Pang. Perfectly timed Death Lotus secures the kill for himself there. So once again, Kondo is a growing 585 and counting here, and 6.4k gold lead with a 3k experience lead just 10 minutes in.
Gee.
This is worse than the previous game, yeah. D-Dog have to do something to respond, and they have to do it fast. Tier 2 towers gonna fall pretty soon here on top lane.
Magebane is trying to go for outbones, but I don't think his team would be able to buy enough time for him to farm.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, heal on the Polywall Priest keeps him alive for just a little bit longer, but he will fall. God, KSSA. And Silhouette here getting chased down with the Undying on him, but Prophet, his ult will slow off both Salforus and Cersei long enough to perhaps let Pang Pang get away, but he might be on the receiving end of this gank. Ulti from Magebane, and it will secure the kill for Salforus with the life tap.
Oh, Thunderclaw on Bensington right now.
Chidawan almost gets the charge back, but it's not even going to be the real Salforus, so it doesn't even matter. Meanwhile, Bensington nearly gets stunned up by
Tried
Pebbles.
to PK after, but Bensington just walked off the other way.
Oh. And Bensington going into the river here might meet up with Salforus. Gets the haste rune. Oh wait, no, Salforus gets the haste rune.
Salforus gets it.
Really seemed like Bensington was the one to get it there, but
Yeah,
apparently
I
not.
saw it.
Oh,
Prophet
Andro
is
swaps in Prophet and stuns him out. It seems like Prophet will be left for dead here.
Running with haste.
Bensington doesn't want to mess with this at
Of course,
all.
just give the haste with pebbles.
Meanwhile, top lane, Silhouette gets the kill onto that tower as well, so Tier 3 is exposed up top.
Well, I haven't seen Prophet in the scene, so it's kind of hard for me to say which item he'll go to.
Perhaps a portal key so that he can aim the ult better, or like go help out a teammate. Yeah. Maybe even a tablet.
Sure.
Haven't seen a tablet on any hero for a while now.
Yeah, true. I haven't seen tablet because they all go storm.
Yeah.
A tablet when you can just go storm, even though it's more expensive. For some reason. For some reason, people still go storm instead of tablets.
I mean, the additional move speed does help out a lot.
Oh, it gives a move speed, right?
Yeah, that was changed like
about
a bunch of patches ago, but makes it really good. Yeah.
25. That's kind of okay.
So far, it's going for their ancient stack. It doesn't seem like they're any the wiser here. Polywalk might try to catch him out. Oh, go hexes the Predator Crusher and doesn't get a tongue tie either. Kraken is released and he will tongue tie and force Force into it, but Kraken gets his form stolen here, charged in, and the Kraken will be released onto both Polywalk and Prophet, but Silhouette here to help out, and it seems like the fake Kraken will get decimated by the original. Pebbles comes in and blows up both of the supports. All bunched together still, but Bennington here going in hard, and Pebbles will find himself on the receiving end of yet another charge.
It's a 4-for-2 exchange.
Hugely in favor of DE, yeah.
So worth it.
And look at Silhouette, full on health, half mana, going straight for the base here, and he should be able to take it without much contention. But hold that thought. LYZ and both middle number 1 have respawned, and Pang Pang never want to take too huge a risk in terms of these pushes. Will TP back straight up.
But still, would the Legion be able to buy enough time for Mage Pit to farm? That's the only question I have right now. Because, I mean, they would try to fight 4 people. I mean, they had to play the style that he plays, but they couldn't do it that much.
Yeah, that's
I
just
think both because of their hero, and yeah, they couldn't catch up with DE.
That's just a golden question right now. Oh, Andromeda gets the swap off on the Poly, but he hexes her in time. But it doesn't even matter. Mage Bane with the Mana Rift will take him down. Silhouette stunned up by Andromeda, but doesn't seem like there's any way for Andromeda to really escape here. Cersei, however, coming in to try to assist her with a bunch of illusions, so... Oh, Pang Pang has to be very careful here. Does have the BKB, but Pebbles goes in for the jump. Silhouette is wary of this right now, so will have popped her BKB. Has to go in for Cersei, but Cersei gets to steal her form. This is really dangerous here. Pang Pang has to make a run for it. BKB is still available on the fake Silhouette, and the real will fall this time. The duplicate defeats the original and gets the additional outburst charge off as well. So really efficient play here for Cersei. And a really smart play as well. Once staying at the sidelines to bait him out to go for Pebbles and LYZ on his lots of forest while he steals her form. And that's the crucial kind of play that we need to see from middle number 1.
Say that Silhouette is made in USA instead of made in China.
Yeah, the made in China one beats the original, unfortunately, for Pang Pang.
I mean, this one was made in USA, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, Kraken goes in aggressively on the Cersei. Release the Kraken, not even necessary here. It will slow down Andromeda a little bit, but the double damage just completely decimates Cersei. And a stun onto Pebbles will land just right there. And yeah, South Forest with the Undying. No way Chidowon was gonna get out of that one.
I think it's worth it though.
Just for the Cersei, yeah,
SNA.
of course,
For support,
definitely
yeah.
not, yeah.
I'm not sure what Cersei is saving up for. Perhaps a mock?
Perhaps, yeah.
Because it would be so useful to go for a mock. Like, he could cancel 2 heroes, at least. Because both Kraken and Polywog would need PK. Yeah, both of them got PK right now. No, he's going for Alk Bones. Yeah, but after Alk Bones, I think he would still get the mock anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Hellborn side going for Congo right now.
Legion might try to contest, but Hellborn can take this really, really quickly here. They might have to speed it up just a little bit more. Kong about to fall, but not quite yet. But Cersei won't be able to go in for it at all. Pebbles goes in for the jump, but misses the stun completely. And now he's in no man's land, hexed up, but still has a haste. Chasing after that Kraken with Salforus as well. Does have the toss ready, so he will probably get the toss him back, and indeed he will toss him back onto himself, Undying on his head as well with the Endro stun. There's no way Cheetah One's getting out of that one. They do take the Kong and the token at the cost of Cheetah One's life. We'll see how worth it is, with this next push. Silhouette might try to just go hard on the middle lane. Pebbles already sitting by the sidelines here on the high ground. Spots him out, is running towards him, goes in for the wombo combo. Lowers him down to about 1 hit left from the Pebbles, but he will not be able to get it down. And Andrew swaps him out just to save his life in time. Lord Safo is running in. The Comet from Andromeda will finish off Prophet here, but Silhouette once again makes it out with his life.
Oh gee, I didn't even notice that the kills on the Hellborn is getting far behind Legion right now.
Oh, Polly going in for Mage Bane. Doesn't have his Voodoo Wards for another 9-8 seconds, but it doesn't matter. Bensington coming in to assist him. Oh, right out of time. Yeah, so close. Had he reacted just a little bit sooner, he probably would have had that Mage Bane too. But with 3 levels in Master of the Mantra, actually, it might be a little bit questionable here.
Kraken. Is there any staff on Kraken? No? No, right?
Uh,
I remember about 2 or 3 years
No.
they were gonna implement staff into Kraken, but they didn't end up doing
were they?
not do it. I think I've heard about it being never mind. Not sure if I can talk this out, but yeah, they were planning to, but they didn't.
Oh, Polly gets healed up by Prophet here. But Pebbles turning around, gets the right click off onto Prophet. God KSSA, what are you doing? Silhouette runs around the tree line, tangling with Cersei a little bit, but no revelation for Cersei, and she might just get the TP out here in the tree line. And they do get Foam as a trade-off, but oh, those spoke too soon. Pebbles will fall soon after here to the released Kraken.
Wait, did I just see Peng Peng? No, he bought the wrong thing. Because I just saw Peng Peng, he bought Axe of the Malphite, but
Oh yeah, I saw that as well.
Yeah, he just sold it and bought the Geobane instead.
Ah, great.
I think it was a misclick. Gee.
And if you just avert your attention to the GPM charts, holy crap. Okay, so Silhouette is 690 GPM, and you know, on Bensington is still higher than Mage Bane, who's only on 471. Jumps right onto top. And speaking of Mage Bane, IPX loses his life once again to Polly here. And this is what we were talking about back then with the draft. I mean, look at that. So much global presence here. Polywalk now has his PK, jumps onto any hero, and Bensington can react immediately. You know, as long as he gets it in time, he's pretty much guaranteed a kill.
I mean, if you look at it, goal lead, it's 10k, right? You could count it as the Hellborn has two Savage Mace.
Yep. I mean,
Like, that's kind of huge.
Yeah, I'll say. Oh, Pebbles tries to combo up Silhouette, but will not be nearly enough. Swaps around just for the extra attack speed, and the defense tower will soon fall. Undying dropped onto his head as well. He should die here. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna live. So token will be popped, but it only had about a minute of duration left. So Peng Peng is gonna be very okay with that. And now with the top Raxus exposed, they're always gonna have to be on the watch for Peng Peng, man. Brain fart. Ugh. But Pangpang can just
I
swoop.
played for a long time too, man.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, but yeah, Pangpang's gonna be able to split push really easily onto top lane if they're not careful.
To me, harsh for IPX though. I mean, he gotta go for a Geobane first, or maybe even a Firebrand, and then he needs a Shrunken in order to do stuff. And when he has only Firebrand, he can really kill the Hellborn heroes because they would have like all the items. Like on, he has Geobane, he can run away, he can pop his Geobane and fight. Or Kraken, he would have his Shrunken. He can really do stuff that much.
Yeah, and I mean,
he needs to buy more and more time for him.
look at his current build here. He's so far behind and so desperate that he bought both a Rune Cleaver and an Altbone. So, each is going to farm on the bottom lane. Should be fine for now. No heroes to come and really lock him down. Bensington sitting around the tree line up top, but no real way of getting him by himself. Oh, some Forest.
Gotta commend him though, despite being so far behind and buying Altbones at the point that he's so far behind, he still managed to come back and he can manage the items that he bought himself. I mean, look at his level, he's just... oh, 2 now. Like, a minute ago it was just 1 level behind Silhouette, but right now it's 2 levels, so... yeah.
Right, yeah.
So
Polywalk jumps in onto Pebbles. Once again, Bensington jumps in. And this might be it, folks. Forest will fall as well. And Andromeda with the TP in all by her lonesome will not be able to do anything at all. Cersei gets the enchantment onto Silhouette, but the ulti will get interrupted. Pebbles comes in for the combo toss up onto Silhouette. She's dropping so low, but she will get a swap out just in time. And release the Kraken onto the head of IPX. Magebane will fall as well. And Cersei now on barely any health, and her teammate Pebble sitting around the tower full health but not being able to do anything much. They will take a Rex. They trade for, what was that, like 4 heroes? At the cost of 1 life, it seems.
1 buyback.
Yeah, and wait, 1 buyback on each team,
on
right?
Pebbles.
On just Pebbles.
No, the Hellborn did. Yeah,
right, oh yeah, it seems like it's just Pebbles, so... Man.
I feel like, did Pebbles sell something in order to be able to buy back? No, right? Because his item slot is kind of weird.
Right, yeah. Did he though?
Maybe he just do...
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, look at the amount of gold that he has. He had like 1,000 extra gold, yeah.
Maybe it's just a difference from the thing he sold. Maybe not.
But yeah, I mean,
he's looking for a Void Talisman right now.
Right now, it just feels like the death ball is rolling and rolling and rolling, you know. Pangpang jumps in with the thing, but will have his BKB to protect him here. Undying on his head will take him down just a little bit, but he should be completely fine.
If Pangpang gets his Wingbow, it's game over for... Mix it. Dog. D-Dog, I mean.
Yeah, there's just nothing they can do to him.
Well. Yeah, he can just straight up hit the racks, the base, without carrying anything. He can just shrunken and hit base for 2 or 3 times. And then it will be game. Oh, yeah. Right now, he got Wingbow.
Oh, there we go.
And still, Leaf Monster saving up gold for a PK, just like what you said.
Razor leaves.
Is he now?
And
oh, right. There you go.
On Shadow 1.
So,
yeah,
even more control for profit.
You see, if Cersei have gone for the mock in time, then he would be useful in order to cancel 3 PKs.
Yeah. Perhaps a little bit greedy on the
thing
alt
is that he doesn't have it. It'll be even more harder for Magebane because he has so low of a health pool. And right now, well, the concept of Magebane being anti-mage stuff, that he can block out magic damage, doesn't work out this game because, well, they're not gonna kill him with magic anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, Bensington has just transitioned beautifully here. He has a Shroud, he has a Geometer's Bane, and a Thunderclaw, so much just physical right-click damage.
As well.
And Kraken has a Bulwark, yeah.
Gee. -4 armor. It's gonna be just what? 6 armor? No, 7 armor for Mage Bane.
Yeah, I mean, but if D-Dog can come back, it'll be quite the miracle here. But
Yeah, we would love to see a comeback, but that's kind of.
that is a little bit unrealistic at this point. I mean, okay, so you know they're not completely locking down, you know, the Legion jungle, so Mage Bane can still get a little bit of farm off, but
sure if
it
that
might
would
not be enough. Yeah.
I mean, he would really need a Shrunken because he just got locked down by Kraken, and every other spell just popped down on his head. But if he gets Shrunken, then he lacks damage, which I mean both way. But he still needs Shrunken.
And even with a Shrunken, he's not tanky enough to survive the right clicks from Kraken. Even Kraken, yeah, Kraken, Bensington, or Silhouette, so he's in
Wait,
for a long ride.
I thought something happened to Sulfuras.
Oh, then they're going straight for Kong. Kraken has the DD as well, so. Oh, Pangpeng actually missed micros there and gets stunned up by Kongor.
Oh, Bensington.
Instant TP out. Oh, just wants to buy her extra items, it seems. Gets a little bit of extra regen, swaps in, and Kong kill goes the way of Chidowan, but Token will once again go the way of
He
Pangpeng.
got blocked by Bensington.
Perhaps, yeah.
You wanna go do some nipple story? Oh, he skipped Shrunken and just goes straight for Geobane. Interesting.
Wait, who?
Mage Bane.
Mage Bane? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
that's
just
kind
went
of
straight like all out.
Oh, Cersei might fall here. Oh, swapped out by Andromeda in the nick of time. They know how important Cersei is, but he will fall either way. No impact to be found. Bensington stomps all the way at the back. Middle number 1 buys back Cersei. He's essentially the most important game-changing factor at this point, so he can't die. Does have enough for a second buyback, but has to be very careful with Kraken going in hard on him. Does get out, at least for now. All the heroes now all still on the run though. Sulfuras dropping so low, and the right click from Bensington with the jumps along will finish him off as well. Voodoo Ward's now dropped onto the tier 3 tower, dropping really low cliff top for the time being. Sulfuras brought back as well, going in here. Pebble smoked up on the sidelines with the portal key. Doesn't get the jump in on Kraken in time. Kraken pretty damn low, but he gets spotted out and he jumps onto Silhouette, but she PKBs in time and he gets hexed up and killed off. Buys back as well. Sulfuras will get caught out by the team. Polywalk Priest so proactive in the jumps. And Pebbles now on his lonesome with just Andromeda and Cersei. Doesn't seem like they'll be able to do much here to stop the push. Oh, just as we speak. Second buyback by LYZ, yeah. Sulfuras, they're desperate to defend here. Got KSSA as well. The whole team is up. And none of them have buybacks except for IPX. If they all die, he's not going to be able to do anything on his own.
Oh, he did farm up some gold in exchange for that barrack.
Yeah. Pebbles tries to search for Kraken in the tree line, but completely out of the way of where Kraken's actually going, so.
Because Mage Bane didn't come back to the base at all, and he just straight up push, and farm Ancient before coming back.
Oh my lord.
Got, like,
Look at
500
Silhouette.
gold.
Look at Silhouette. He doesn't want to let Fafum live. Fafum will die, it is spoken.
Right, and Forad just sold his Void Talisman before he died the first time as well, because, well, buybacks.
Who?
Pebbles.
Oh, right. Oh, Pangpeng gets a pick up onto Cersei. So huge factor already down, and Pebbles about to get bursted down as well. Doesn't even get the kill on Polywalk Priest. Andromeda by the sidelines can't even use the Void Talisman. It will be GG.
From Legion side.
Just got completely destroyed inside of their own jungle. They didn't like respect the fact that, you know, Hellborn could be just looking around, and they were. For once, Hellborn decided to bunker down inside the jungle of Legion to spot them out, and well, it paid off with the win.
Wins.
But this game, man, unlike last game, this time Pangpeng could have talked to more heroes.
Could have what more heroes?
could have meet more heroes. Like, I mean, it's a Thai phrase that, oh, he just talked to the creeps all game, but right now he gotta talk to the heroes.
Oh, right,
He
yeah,
talk to the heroes,
because
yeah.
he's like 11-1-7 compared to the previous one where he was like what, 3
Just
3-0-0, yeah.
Gee, what a great game by DE.
Yeah,
They
DE
managed
just
to pull off their plan. Like for
like all of their drafts have been so aggressive and they've paid off so well. So props to GE, huge props to GE for just playing it by the book and doing what they should do, and you know, not letting up for even a moment against their enemies.
But gotta say, man, D-Dog went risky and picked Mage Bane.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Pay off.
it didn't pay off, but props to them as well for being, you know, being ballsy
Yeah,
with
but
their
they
picks, yeah.
Yeah, but they tried and they stretched it out this much.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they just couldn't face up against the aggression that DE pumped out for both of these games. So that will be our all the games that we have for today, folks. Stay tuned for more great HoN between all these Thai teams in HoNTour. And
It's gonna be on the next game is gonna be on the 16th on Monday.
yeah. So we'll be taking a break for the weekend here, and we have been your casters for this evening. My name is Pyro Muffin. With me here is James, and
AKA Dova Gex in game.
aka DD0G, hit him up in game, and yeah, Good night, everyone.
All right, good night, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great time hunting, man. I know
Yeah,
you guys will do it.
love HoN, promote HoN, play more HoN, get your friends to play HoN.
Hashtag hunt for life.
Hashtag HoN for life. See ya, folks.
See ya.